Hi guys, my name is Hannah and this is actually my very first video. I'm so excited to be here. I wanted to do first, before I do have a cash stuffing that I want to do, but first I just wanted to make like an introduction video and go over exactly what my envelopes mean to me. That way there's just kind of a basis of, I feel like everyone has like general ones, but then there are ones that are specific to me. And sometimes when I'm watching someone else's and then I see like this, I'm like, huh, wonder what that is. So I'm hoping to kind of answer those and just do like a little introduction as far as what got me here and what encourages me to do this. So thank you so much for watching. First up, I am gonna do, so I've got 3 different binders right now. This one is our one that has like things we're gonna be pulling out of a lot, really basic like groceries, gas, things like that. And then I've got just like a general sinking funds one and a specific holiday sinking funds. So I've been watching cash stuffing videos for a while. Specifically, I watch the aesthetic dollar ones. I watch more than that now, but that's where I started. That's where it all began. I love just the envelope system, period. I love watching YouTube videos about it. I feel like it's so calm and it's so encouraging to like see like, okay, she built up $250 by stuffing $10 every week into this. Like, it's just so encouraging to know like, and I feel like sometimes it's kind of daunting as far as like, I look at them and they have so much money or they have so much money built up and I'm like, I have nothing, I have nowhere, like, but we all have to start somewhere. So this is level 1. I am doing like a little bit something different, a little backstory. Okay, let me go over these. I'll tell the backstory. It's gonna be hard to like balance both here. So this is, like I said, our things we're gonna use a lot. So I've got groceries, dog food. I do have 3 dogs. Sam's Club this is gonna be for like the Sam's Club membership. I'll always keep a certain amount, I'm thinking, and then Sam's Club trips. This is also like, I'm figuring it out. Like this is not, I'm definitely not gonna do the same. I have to figure it out. So this is where I'm at now. I think once I really get going, I'll have a better idea as far as if I need to adjust something. But we'll figure it out as we go. Gas. Both my husband and I drive. So we live around Nashville, but we're an hour outside of Nashville. So he works in Nashville. I work occasionally in Nashville. I go to school in Nashville. So we do a lot of driving. We carpool when we can, but if you're like, oh my gosh, they spend so much money on gas when we do start doing that, that's why. Oil change, obviously with that goes oil changes almost once a month, maybe a little bit longer, but almost. Spending, so I'm using this spending envelope this is like date night, mutual spending. I also wanted to say, so as far as this whole setup, this binder I got from Amazon, I've had it. We did try and do cash stuffing in the past. My husband for the last year has been deployed in Texas. So I definitely could have cash stuffed with him gone, but I didn't. It's just too much. So, he's coming back in the next couple weeks and it's something that we want to start getting back into, but I wanted to go ahead and start doing some stuffing now with money that we've saved up for this to get a head start, so we're not like, I feel like it's hard in the beginning to get going. There's categories you didn't think of, and then you're pulling it, and then you're like, oh, forget it all. So anyway, Amazon. And then I did get, so like these tabbed ones, these big ones are from the Aesthetic Dollar. That's where this is from as well. And then you can see where these ones are from. I think it's Jovan Budgets off Etsy. And those were custom. These ones are just general packs that she has. That's my husband. And that's my spending. Eating out. Household. So I'm thinking of using this one for like, I won't do an incredible amount in this, more so like things like air filters or like things like that light bulbs or batteries or a lot of other things. Like I do have cleaning and laundry. So household's gonna be for kind of all the little things. We do want to move in the next few years. So renovating, we live in an older house and it needs a ton of renovations before we move. We've done a lot to it, but it has infinity amount more work to do. So our goal next year is to really focus on this so we can start doing renovations. We're pretty DIYers, but sometimes, even with DIYs, it's expensive. Miscellaneous, I'm thinking that I'll do this one as just like a few dollars, like $5 to if like combat if something else goes over. Okay, so with the customs, these were things that I if you see my cutesy handwriting here, I just got these off Amazon. Honestly, they're good envelopes. It just obviously doesn't have cutesy handwriting on it. And they also do not have, like, these have a line at the bottom. These don't. But other than that, they're pretty similar thickness and stuff. The other ones I have that I had ordered custom, like these, are a little bit different because they were handmade with the vellum. But I think these ones are awesome for being just ones you can get off Amazon. You just have to bear with the writing. Okay, then I've got clothing and beauty. And then this savings challenge, I think that I'm going to do with any cash that gets left over in dog food, probably not Sam's Club, probably keep building that up, gas, groceries, spending, eating out, anything like that. That's what I'm thinking about. So this is just an envelope, 1 through 50, that I had ordered from her. So, let's see this guy. This one is just holidays, so I'll probably just kind of flip through it and you can read. It's literally just the basic holidays. This is from the Aesthetic Dollar as well. My husband and I have been married for 7 years. We got married when we were just newborn babies, basically. I am 26 now, so I was 19 when I got married, and we bought a home when I was 22, I think. I think I was just about to turn 23. And we live in the country. I added this guy in here because I wanted one for my anniversary, and I feel like it kind of fits in with the holidays. And this is money I just put in here that I had saved up. I have one of my places that I kind of work very occasionally, but I did work there kind of a little more than occasionally at the beginning of the year, is they don't take taxes out, so that's just that money set aside. I think that this was so cute. This is from the Aesthetic Dollar. I really do love what she does. I love her vibe. It's so comforting. It's just so comforting. Jim, so this is going to be, we do pay yearly, like one big, it's $324 for 1 year of the membership. So we do pay for that altogether. But let me think what I was saying. My husband is normally here. He's in the National Guard, so he just happens to be deployed for a year. I am a full-time student. I do work sometimes at 2 different places. One, not very often at all. The other one is a little more often. I think I am going to be getting on some kind of a weekly schedule, but it still won't be too many hours. It's just kind of like we're filling in and seeing where she has clients. So I'm in school for occupational therapy. I actually had an occupational therapy interview this morning. Dental care, pretty self-explanatory. But I'm in school undergrad right now for OT. Hopefully I'll start graduate school next year. And then I work under OTs, but in a link with gymnastics. So kind of like giving special needs kids a place to have fun where, you know, maybe other kids, you could just sign them up for a gymnastics program. That's not always an option for special needs kids. So we work to give them just kind of like an activity, a recreational space, but also we kind of support what their needs are. So we have, you know, we'll have goals, but we don't have expectations of the day where like today she's gonna come in and we're gonna do this, 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 and this, because it doesn't work like that with any kid, but it's something that is near and dear to my heart and helping me grow in treating under OTs. So Quizlet is, speaking of school, just a school website. If you've been a student in the last decade, then you know what Quizlet is. So I do pay once a year for that. It's like $36. School. So this school envelope is going to be for like textbooks or supplies, not school loans, not school classes, anything like that. So speaking of that, as far as our debt right now, from the outside looking, and we're doing decent. We just paid off a credit card, which we had to get a new air conditioning unit last year. It was $10,000, so we just paid off that. But other than that, we have our house. Obviously, we did not pay straight out of pocket for our house, and I do have about $9,500 of student loans. It's not a growing number, and since I'm in school, I don't have to pay it right now. So it's something we will be saving for. I have an envelope for that, but it isn't something that like I have a minimum payment on currently since I'm in school. So that's what we have going on right now. And some of my student loans are accruing interest. Like I think like 6,000-ish of it is, and about 3,500 of it is not. So I do want to I can like just pay on the one loan, that's 6,000, that's accruing interest. The other one will not start accruing interest until I am out of school. So I would love to get that one paid off before I'm out of school. I'm taking it by semester, but this semester, next semester, I will not be taking out any student loans. Going forward, I'm not exactly sure what that's going to look like, but obviously we would love to keep it as minimal as possible. So pet care is for vet. It's vet. Vet bills, obviously with 3 dogs. can be expensive. Prescriptions, so we won't put too much in here. It'll just be like a set amount. Our prescriptions are not that much money, but that way we've got it. Healthcare, just like general co-pays, co-insurance. I would love to just keep putting money in here. I think a big goal would be to have enough for my deductible. Same thing, we're kind of switching, you know, it's the enrollment period, figuring all that out in regards to insurance and things. So I'm not exactly sure what that set amount will be yet, but big, just keep on going with that guy. Car maintenance. So both of us have older cars right now. So I do have money that I'm going to set aside in here that we've been saving. Just in case something happens. I just had a couple months ago a little car issue where I had to get my car towed away. Had some transmission stuff. So speaking of this new car, obviously, we're getting closer and closer. My car has about 160,000 miles on it, but we drive our cars so much. So this is coming one day. New phone. So this is new phone plus new phone screen because I break my phone screen very often. Vacation. We don't have any set vacations, but just saving. Bug spray. So this one's going to be for bug spray for like, not like bug sprays and like off, like you're spraying on yourself, but bug sprays and like spraying the outside of the house or having somebody spray the outside of the house. Entertaining. We don't entertain, but maybe we will. We're just both very introverted and we like to keep to ourselves. So, maybe one day we will do this. No, I do have like my sisters. I am actually one of 13 kids. So I have a lot of brothers and sisters. I'm the oldest girl. I have 2 older brothers and then 10 younger siblings. So I do have I have one single sister over a lot. Not even a lot, like twice a year. But still something that we can save for. I do have my sister-in-law, my husband's sister over sometimes too. Home decor, lawn care. We do our own lawn care, but even things like oils and gas and parts and, you know, all that can get expensive. Organizing. So this is organizing. I think probably at least for right now, I'm going to use it for like saving up for like new cash stuffing things probably. So this is, I preemptively filled this out, so pretend like this isn't here. This is going to be a savings challenge that I'll do for saving up for student loans. And then whatever I can save up in savings challenges, I'll put towards my student loan that accrues interest. Tax prep, I just like to put aside a little bit extra money just in case. Our tax stuff has been so strange as far as sometimes, most of the time we don't pay, but there was a couple years when we did and we didn't know why. So I just like to have this money, and then if it's not needed, that's great. It's just money that I've saved that we can put somewhere. New house. The Aesthetic Dollar does have a new house saving challenge where there's all these different cards like for closing costs and inspections and, you know, all the different parts that you need, that I'll probably take this one day and put into that. Right now our focus is on renovations. After that it will be on this. Office supplies. So I am in school. If I need something, this is also for printer ink is my main thing, because you basically probably almost have to take out a loan to get printer ink at this nowadays. Crafts. My husband and I both love to do crafts. Different things, but I would like to have just like money, a little bit of money for that. We would love to have a home gym one day. So I'll just put this in here. I don't think it's a priority to start saving up for, but car registration. So We live in the country, so our car registration, I'm sorry if you live in California or something, but it's like $36 or something like that a year. But at least we'll have it. I apologize if you're like $36, because I know that that is probably like, I can't imagine it. Maybe somewhere, does everywhere have car registration? I guess they would all have a fee, right? But I can't imagine it being much cheaper than that anywhere else. That's so cheap. And then sick day I want to use for like, if one of us is sick, we're kind of like babies and we're like, rush out and get some cough drops and some soup and some, I don't know, maybe it's just like a psychological thing, but it makes me feel better at least. So have some money set aside for that. I got these acrylic ones off of Amazon as well, and I actually like them. I think they're pretty good. They were cheap. It was like, maybe, I might just be making this up, but maybe both of these were $14. So, okay, I did want to show you two other things that I had gotten to kind of help with this whole journey of figuring all this out. Both of these and the envelopes are from the Aesthetic Dollar. It is extra, like extras in, this is a little bit bougie. It's something that does encourage me though, so we did make it work. Yeah, I am not a natural saver. Zero part of me is like a natural saver, so it is something that I'm working on. Obviously, yeah, it's just something that I struggle with, so I'm trying to figure it out. I'm gonna be better. So this is obviously groceries. So these do align here. So I'll be stuffing this every other week. That's when my husband's paychecks will be. I'll pull like, so I'll stuff however much in here, $200 for example in here, and then I'll pull 100 out and put it in here for the week. Gas, spending, eating out, household, and miscellaneous. And the wallet does come with this flyleaf, so I've got this guy in here and it can hold coins, so super nice. So with my husband about to come back, we are adjusting, like figuring, we are giving ourselves time. We're giving ourselves, so he'll come back around mid-November, and then giving us until the end of the year to figure out, like, we don't know how much we're going to spend on groceries, how much we're going to spend on gas, how many oil changes like we're going to need. So we're giving ourselves time to figure that out before we like start cash stuffing that. We're just going to pull money aside before then and start cash stuffing some of our sinking funds so we can get ahead. Hence the pregame that you're going to see. Yeah, I feel like that's what I can call it, is like we're pre-gaming. We're pre-gaming before we do the real thing. This is from the Aesthetic Dollar, a budget binder. Try not to, I just record a whole video and then realized that my phone number was showing on there, and I barely know how to do anything yet on editing, so like there's no way I'm gonna be able to figure out how to edit my phone number off. So this is her budget binder. I started trying to put some of this in here that I know, and then we'll just figure it out. So this is going to be for like annual bills, subscriptions, things like that. So this is our monthly subscriptions. So at the end of the year, I'll fill this out as far as where we were at with everything. So I did put on here, so student loans and then mortgage. I do think I'm gonna separate student loans because I do wanna pay them off differently. So it's kind of squished all federal student loans, but I wanna pay off the one that is gaining interest right now, and not necessarily the one that's just sitting there and not gaining interest until I graduate. So we are going, I think I am gonna separate those out. Lots of debt tracking. This is for, so she's got page 4 savings tracking, and then it has this little visual thing if you like to see that. My husband is visual, he will love to see all the bubbles be colored in. Okay, and then this is our budget. I kind of started putting the categories in there, but it's got, let me find the blank ones. So it has weekly wallet tracker, 4 of those, 1 for each week, monthly income and monthly bills, fixed expenses, variable expenses, sinking funds, savings challenges, debt payoff, cash planning for each paycheck, online spending, and online spending. And I think that was it. Yeah. So I think that's everything that I have. I do have another folder I'll go up in, like, it's a notebook that I'll go over in my, it's specifically for my sinking funds. So I'll go over it when I start stuffing and what I stuffed, and how much and how I'm gonna keep track of that, at least for now. Once again, I'm still learning, still figuring out what works best for me. So we'll see. It makes sense in my head right now, but I don't know if it always will. So I think that's everything. If there's anything else you guys are wondering about, or wondered about, just let me know and I will try to answer it in a different video. But otherwise, thank you for bearing with me and learning with me. And I've got a lot of growth, a lot of ways to go, but I'm thankful to be here and I'm so excited. So thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate you.